basically today we will see the stock transfer. In stock transfer we will see the reservation stock, why we will create this reservation stock and how we will create reservation stock, and the stock transfer between the stock type. Stock type means, see, whenever you do good receipt process, so you receive that material into three stock types. Say by default you can have this unrestricted use, okay. Also you can save that stock into your quality stock, and also you can save that stock as a block stock, okay. So how you will transfer from different stock type to other stock type? Suppose you want to move your stock from quality to unrestricted check after quality check when it is passed through quality. So how you will transfer that stock from quality to unrestricted use, and block to quality, quality to unrestricted. So we will see this transfer between the stock type, okay, and the reservation stock. So first of all we will see what is reservation stock. So let me know. Actually I don't have any written document about this. So what purpose we will create this reservation stock? See, whenever we receive our material, see how we will proceed in the company. There will be some requirement. For that requirement we will search out the sources, and through that sources we will update our we will order that material, and after receiving that material we will update our inventory, okay. So what will happen after the inventory? How I will use that inventory? So sometime you will use that inventory for the good issue. Means good issue in the sense of any, with respect to any production order, there is requirement for some production order, then you will go for the good issue to the production, okay. And also you can do the good issue process for your consumption. Suppose there is a requirement for your company for your company consumption, so you will make a good issue for your company requirement, okay. And also we can do the stock transfer. Suppose there is stock in some say one plant, and another plant is means have the requirement for that material, so we can transfer that stock to other location also, okay. So after having the stock you can have different option how to move that stock, right. So how you will know what is the movement of this stock type? Through the movement type, okay. So like this we will create a reservation stock also. So reservation stock is that stock which we create for our future use. Future use means sometimes you can have that reservation stock for your transfer process, okay. Sometimes you can have this reservation stock for your production or any of your requirement. Means there is a requirement in future, so that you can reserve that stock for that future use, okay. So whenever you have that reservation stock, so you will use that stock only for that purpose, okay. So that's why we will create reservation stock, and after reservation stock we will use according to my requirement, okay. So Nitin is also there. Hello. Hello. Nitin. Hello. Nitin, are you there? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Nitin. Nitin, today we are discussing about the reservation stock and the stock transfer process between the stock type, okay. So I have just discussed about the topic, okay, and now we will start it. So basically we are doing the reservation stock. Reservation stock will be that stock which you will create for your future use, okay. Future use means for any transfer process, for any consumption process, for any production process, for any of your future use, you can have their reservation stock, and that reservation stock you will use according to your future requirement, okay. So we will see how we can create that reservation stock, okay, and how we will use that reservation stock. So I think I have shared my screen. Is it visible? My screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what about Rohit?
I have informed him, but he hasn't replied yet.
Might be he is busy. So that's why I have taken the confirmation from your side, no, whether you will be available for Sunday class or not, because today is a festival also. Okay, no issue. Till 12 o'clock we will have the class. Okay, after that you are free. So to create reservation stock, we will use T code MB21. Okay, so this will be the T code to create reservation stock. So this is a screen how to create reservation stock. So by default your date will be there. Okay, so movement type you will use here for your requirement. See, if you go for the search option, so you will have multiple options. Like if you want to go for consumption, okay, so you will enter here 201 with respect to your cost center. Okay, so if you have any production order or any kind of order you want to go, then you will have this 261 movement type, okay, with respect to any order. And you will have different see, if you have project, if you have sales order, then you will use this different see, for any sales order you will use this movement type. So for different process you will use this different movement type. Okay, 301 will be your plant to plant transfer, right? So that you have seen with MB 1B also. So basically we will use this one. We will go for the consumption. As why we will go for the consumption? Because we have the cost center but we don't have any production order. Okay, so in future whenever you have production order, sales order, so you will go through this reservation process with respect to sales order, production order, and different process you can have. Okay, so only requirement is that, I think Rohit is also there. Yes, Rohit. So after entering your movement type, enter here your plant. Rohit, we are doing this reservation process. So after entering these details, press enter.
Hello.
Yes, Rohit.
Yes, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Good morning. So basically, as we have taken movement type 201, so we are making a good reservation for our consumption to cost center. Okay, so I will enter here my cost center number and enter the material that we want to consume. Okay, and say quantity. So this information we will enter here, okay, and save this. So this is my reservation number. So we have created 100 quantity stock for my reservation with respect to consumption to cost center. Okay, so this stock we will use for the consumption to cost center whenever you require that. Okay, suppose there is a requirement for consumption to cost center, so how you will do the good issue. Okay, so now for good issue process, you will do /n MB1. Okay, so this is your good issue process. So enter here your storage location also. So this is our movement type. What we are doing here, we are consumption for cost center from our warehouse. Okay, so this movement type we are using here, and as we have the reference document as the reservation document, so use that document. So enter here your reservation document. Okay, and now click on this adopt plus detail. So it will take the quantity and other details, cost center number, okay, through the reservation document. Now press enter, check the quantity and all the things. Okay, so this is your information regarding this good issue process. Quantity will be 100 for this material. This is your plant, this is your storage location, and this is your number for your business. This is number for your reservation document. Okay, and this is your movement time. So now save this. So as we have posted this document, so we will check the stock now. So it is showing 690. Okay, 690, 678 for this thing. So 100 quantity is minus here. So from here we are not able to make it clear whether it is 100 quantity that is transferred to with respect to cost center. So what I will do, I will check with the material document through MB 51. So through this moment type we have moved the stock. So here you can see today's date. Okay, with today's date we have moved this 100 quantity of this material. Okay, with this moment type, with this material document. Okay, so with this document we have used, or you can say we have consumed 100 quantity of this material. Okay, so this is how you can create a reservation stock, and according to your use you will use that stock. Okay, so let me try for any production order. If there is any production order, I will try for that also. See, for any production order you will use moment type 261. Okay, so go to the next screen. Now he will ask for the order, production order. I think go through this order number. Okay, so my cost center is this one. So I will also enter here my material and quantity. Say another 100 quantity if you want to move. Category 10. No issue, some GL account problem is there. So this is how, see what I am trying to say with respect to any production order. Okay, so what you will do, you will enter this movement type, enter your order. Okay, so after that it will ask for the GL account. GL account in the sense is sometime it will take GL account automatically whatever it is defined for this thing. Okay, so right now it is not accepting, some issue is there. So after entering this thing, see quantity we have entered, we will save it, and in the same way we will use this document as a reference with respect to go for the good issue process. Okay, so for this production order we will use movement type 261 in the good issue process also. Okay, is that clear to you? Hello? Hello?
Yes, yes.
Clear?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
see, in the same way, you can create a reservation for your production order on behalf of your production order, sales order. If you will create sales order, then you will use movement type 251. Okay. So there are different movement type to go through your reservation stock. So like this, you will go for your reservation stock. So now we will see another stock transfer that will be between the stock type. Okay. So to perform that stock transfer, first we will create here one PO. PO, how I will create PO using ME21N. So enter here your vendor, material, so quantity, I want to enter 120. So what we have done here, we have created one PO of 120 quantity for this material, okay, with this vendor. So now check it and save. So we have created this PO. Note down this number. And what I will do now, see, as I have ordered this material, so now it will go to the vendor, and according to that, vendor will send the material. Okay, so whenever we receive the material, we will do the good issue process. Okay, so how we will do good issue, good receipt process through the MIGO T code. So enter your MIGO T code, enter here your PO. So this is my PO. With respect to this PO, I have ordered 120 quantity. Okay, so now come here with the item details section. So as you are able to see here, material, okay, quantity, it is showing you ordered quantity is 120, okay, and it is showing you 120 quantity with the receiving end. So you can change that. Okay, suppose out of 120 you want to enter 40 quantity with respect to your unrestricted use. Okay, means you want to go for this stock for 40 quantity also out of this 120 quantity. Is this clear to you? Hello? Clear?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Clear.
Okay, 120 quantity we have received, but we are doing GR for the 40 quantity with this stock type. Okay, so see movement type will be same 101. Only thing that we have changed is our quantity and our stock type. Okay, so I will check it, and it is showing deficit, means it is not complete quantity. Okay, so don't worry about this, post it. So I have posted. Now check your material, means your stock. So it is the same material. Now you are able to see the difference. Okay, your stock is updated now with the 40 quantities. So what I will do, see, as we have not received till full quantity, so again we will do the good receipt process. So enter your PO and do again the good receipt process. So now you are able to see with the same PO, it is showing you 80 quantity. Okay, and go to this quantity tab, it will show you ordered quantity is 180. Okay, because you have received 40 quantity, so left out quantity is now 80. Okay, so out of that 80, I will enter 40 quantity with my stock type quality inspection. Okay, so I am entering this 40 quantity into my quality inspection stock. So go for item OK, check. It is again giving you this message that 40 quantity is also left out. So don't worry about this, post it. Now again check your stock. So now you are able to see here a quality inspection stock with 40 quantity. Okay. So again we will further good receipt process, because we have not completed our GR with the ordered quantity. So enter your PO number and it will show you the 40 quantity. Okay, go through this tab. Now your left out quantity is 40. So go to where tab. Now enter this stock as a block stock. Okay, so go for item OK, check and paste. So document is put. Now check your stock, refresh. Now you are able to see that 40 quantity stock as a block stock. This one. Okay, so what we have done, we have ordered 120 quantity. Out of what with that 120 quantity, we have entered 40 quantity. We have received 40 quantity as a unrestricted use stock, and 40 with our quality inspection stock, and 40 with the block stock, right? So this type of quantity we have received. So now whenever I want to transfer this stock type, suppose this is my block stock, so with this block stock I can do two things. See, if I am not sure about the quality about this block material, so you can also go for quality check also. So for that you will transfer this block stock into the quality inspection. Okay, and if you are not sure, you feel that this product is not in use, okay, it is of damaged type, so you can go for the return process also. And see, the return process we have done. So now we will see how to move this stock type into the other stock type. Okay, so now I will try to move this block stock into the quality stock. Okay, then it will go for the quality check. If it is passed with the quality check, then I will move this stock to unrestricted stock. Okay, so finally for my use I will have this stock, unrestricted stock. So I have block stock also, quality stock also, and unrestricted stock also. So what I will do, see, I will use this stock for quality check. Okay, whenever it pass through quality, then we will move this stock from here to here. Okay, also you can move your stock from here to here also. Okay, so you can do any kind of transfer here. So how you will proceed with that transfer process using the MB code. So now go to the MB1B. You can do this through Migo T code also. So now what will be the movement type for this process? Now go for the option, it will show you the option. So the movement type in the range of this 300, what it is showing you 321. See this movement type 321. What it is saying, transfer posting quality inspection to unrestricted. Suppose you have entered some stock into your quality inspection, and after your quality check, when the material is through with quality check, then you will move this material from quality to unrestricted use, unrestricted stock, so that you can use that material. Okay. So first of all, I am moving my quality stock to unrestricted stock. Suppose it is done with quality check. So this movement type I will use. Enter your material here. See, I have 40 quantity. So if you want to move all the 40 quantities, so you can move this all 40 quantity. So my document is posted. Now check this. This is your stock position right now. Okay, so if I refresh this, so what you are able to see here, now your stock has been moved to unrestricted stock. Okay, it is updated here, right? So in this way you will move your stock type into different stock type. Okay, go for your transfer process. So now which movement type I will use here? See, I have now the block stock, so I will search out movement type related to block stock. So see here, okay, 343 with 343 movement type, you will be able to transfer posting block stock to unrestricted stock. Okay, directly you can see enter this stock into unrestricted stock. And another way, if you use this 349 movement type, so with that 349 movement type you can move your block stock into quality stock also. Okay, so we will use these two, right? So first of all we are using 343. Okay, then we will use 349. So I am using here 343. What it will do, it will transfer my block stock into the unrestricted stock. So this is my stock. So out of 40 I will transfer 20 into unrestricted stock. Suppose it is good quality product, and now I am using this, so I will transfer it to stock. See, right now, see the stock position, you have 40. Okay, now refresh. So you have moved your 20 quantity from block stock to which stock? Unrestricted stock. Okay, so what you can do the next process, now you change this is a true for transfer process. So now I will use movement type 314. Okay, now see this movement type. So remaining 20 quantity I will move into quality stock. So I straight now check the stock, refresh. Now your 20 quantity has been moved into quality stock. Okay, so your block stock is no more now. Okay, it is 0. your 20 quantity in quality. So what you can do now, you will move after quality check, you will move this stock into unrestricted stock. So what T code we will use here? 321. Is showing you quality to unrestricted use. So as we have 20 quantity there, so I am moving this 20 quantity. Now also refresh. So now you are able to see your quality stock has been moved to your unrestricted stock. Okay. Now check the all the stock type. You don't have now block stock, you don't have now quality stock. Okay, all the stock type we have been moved to the unrestricted stock. So this is our transfer process. Now see the changes in your P. Is this clear to you? How we have done the transfer process? Hello?
This one.
Clear? I think this is the PO that we have created, right?
No.
So as you are able to see here in the purchase order history tab, you are able to see 3 GR. Okay. So because we have done GR with 3 times for this 120 quantity, so you have 3 GR document here. Okay. Now click on this first one. So go for the document info tab. So it will show you have done good movement using Lego transaction with 40 quantity. Okay. So this 40 quantity you have received as a block stock. Okay. So it will show you all the details. So now check the document accounting entries. So is there any change in accounting entries? See what you are able to see here, inventory raw material account will be credited, okay, with your how much quantity, 40 quantity, and value for that 40 quantity will be this much, okay, according to our price maintained for this material, okay, and this GL account will hit. Now it will transfer into the GRIR account to pay to the vendor, okay, because you have received the material and you have done the GR process. Now you are the owner of this material, so you will pay to this amount to the vendor, okay, from which you have received that material, right? So when this GR account will affect as a quantity updation, and this GL account will hit due to the value updation, okay. So same GL account you will find with the other GR also. Whether stock type is different, but you will see the GL account, same GL account will hit for all the process, all the stock type. So this is our GR that we have done for the block stock. Now check the other GR also. Go to document info, file document. So again this inventory raw material account, see this is my stock type, quality inspection, okay. So for my quality stock, again the same GL account will hit, okay. This is for quantity updation, this is for value updation, okay. And if you check another GR document, it will also have the same entry, but the stock type will be different as unrestricted use. So check here accounting document, accounting entries also. See now you are able to see here this GL account will hit due to the quantity updation, and this GL account will hit due to the value updation. Okay. So same GL account is there that will hit for the different stock type or the same value. So is this clear to you? Stock transfer process, we have done this, okay. So clear? Any doubt, any question you can ask? Hello? Yes. Is it clear? Hello? Are you there?
Yes, ma'am. We are there.
Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Tanmay, clear? And where is Nitin?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
where is Nitin? Okay, no issue. So this is our till module 9 we have done. So another Nitin. Yes, Nitin. So have you seen this process, stock transfer process? Hello?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, Nitin. Have you seen this stock transfer process?
The process which you have shown just now.
Hmm. Okay. So
Hello.
another, so we have 10-15 minutes, so we can discuss other topic also, that is your physical inventory. Okay. So physical, after this stock transfer process, another module is there, that is your physical inventory. So as you connect the processes, first of all we have the master data. With the help of that master data, we have done the purchasing part. Okay. Whenever we have purchasing part, see, after this purchasing we have maintained the stock. Okay. So as we have stock, so we have done different scenario with that stock transfer, transfer posting, okay, reservation, good issue process. So we have done different things with the stock. Now at the end you will do the physical inventory process also. So what is this physical inventory process, and why we will do this physical inventory process? So physical inventory process is a compulsory and important process within any company. So every company has to do this inventory process. Okay. So what is this physical inventory process? Means whatever stock is there, say for this material, if we talk about this material, okay, for this material, for this plant and this is storage location, we have this much stock. Okay, 798 stock. So we will count this stock physically with your plant, okay, with your location, that physically it is same or there is some difference. Okay. So due to any of the issue, like might be it is spoiled, might be it is damaged, might be it is missing. Okay, due to any reason there can be difference between your book stock, this is known as your book stock. Okay. And your physical stock. Physical stock will be that stock that is available physically with your location. Okay. So now we will do the comparison between the stock, okay, whether it is same with the location or it is have some difference. So this process we will do with respect to the company financial accounting, finance process. Okay, because in the balance sheet we have to show how much purchasing we have done. Okay, so how much expenses we have done to match all this accounting data. This is a compulsory process within any company. So we have to perform this physical inventory process. So physical inventory process you can do. See what are the types of this physical inventory process. So physical inventory process, you will have some 2-3 types. You can do physical inventory like continuous physical inventory. So what you will do in the continuous physical inventory? In your continuous physical inventory, you will do it, see, throughout the year. Suppose your company is like that, they have different business and they have different material, so they are using different seasonal material also. So they will have requirement for continuous physical inventory. Okay. So other type you can see seasonal also, it can be cyclic also. Okay. So it will depend, but it is a compulsory process. According to your requirement, you will perform this physical inventory process. Okay. And see, now I will see. I will show you what are the available types of this physical inventory process. So I think I have a look also. how do we do physical inventory process? So what are the types? See, first you can see as periodic inventory, okay, and other one is your continuous, and other one is your cycle. Okay, so what you will do with the periodic physical inventory? So periodic physical inventory you will do as a seasonal, or you can say annual. See, at the end of your financial year, you will perform this physical inventory process. If your stock is not so moving, so you can go for this option also. And if you have seasonal stock, say right now the summer is like getting over, so now you will have your winter stock, so you can do physical inventory for your summer stock. Okay, so like this you can perform periodic inventory also. And continuous inventory, what you will do in the continuous inventory? See, you will do this inventory process throughout the year. Okay, say for 1 month you have counted this stock, then next month you will count another stock, then next month you will count another stock. So you will keep on this inventory process throughout the year. Okay, so that is your continuous inventory process. And what you will do in the cyclic inventory process? In your cyclic inventory process, you will do in a regular interval. Regular interval means you can perform your physical inventory process weekly also, monthly also, quarterly also, half yearly also. See, like this, within a particular interval you will perform your physical inventory process. So how you will do it in the system? So in the system you will have this T code MI01. Okay, so with MI01 you will create your physical inventory document. Okay, with MI02 you will make changes into that, and with MI03 obviously you will display it, and there is MI04. With this you will enter your count. Whatever count you will do physically for that stock, you will enter it with the system also. And after this, if you want to make any changes into your count, so you will use this T code. Okay, and after making see, if you are sure that you have entered each and every stock and your stock is correct, so you will go for the post of your inventory document. So using this T code MI07 you will post your inventory document. Okay, so after posting you are not able to make any changes. So whatever you have posted means it is done in the from your side also, and it will update into the finance part also, so that they can update their inventory process with the finance account. Okay, so this thing we will see with the physical inventory process. Now I will see this, I do this in the system. So first T code I will use here MI01. Now see this screen, this is your create physical inventory document. Okay, so you have document date in this screen, planned count date. Planned count date will be that date on which you are sure that you will enter here this count. Okay, count for material for this plant in this storage location. Okay, so it can be later on date also, it can be a month back date also, it can be same date also. If you have the count and you have counted each and everything in the same day, so you can enter your count date in the same date also, but you can change this one according to your requirement. Okay, so now location of physical inventory, where you will perform this physical inventory process. So you will enter here your plant, then storage location. Okay. So if you have any kind of special stock, also you will enter here the category for this special stock. Like if you have subcontracting stock, consignment stock, pipeline material, project stock, okay, stock in transit. So for this special stock, you will enter this special stock here, and you will perform this physical inventory process for your special stock also. For every kind of your stock, you will perform this physical inventory process. That is a compulsory process. Okay. So as a other information, what you will enter here. See, whenever you perform this physical inventory process into your real-time scenario, okay. So what you have to do? So you will see, click your this option. This is your posting block. Means if you are performing your physical inventory process, then it is not allowed to go for any GI process for this plant stock. Okay. For this plant, for this storage location, you are not allowed to go for any posting. You will block this posting. Posting block means your GR, you will not receive any material, and you will not issue any material, so that you can have your exact stock. Okay. So this option you will use with the real time scenario. Also you will use this option also, freeze book inventory. Freeze book inventory means whatever data is maintained there as a FI side, okay, with the finance data, you will also freeze that, so that if from the other side it will be updated, so it will not affect the book inventory. Okay, you will freeze it so that it cannot have any kind of entry over there. Okay, so till you are performing the physical inventory process. Also, the next option, batches with deletion flag. Okay, so if you have batch material and if you have deleted some batch material, so also you will enter here for your batch that you have deleted. Okay, so you will select this one also, right? So in training we will not use these two options, but in your real time scenario you will use this. Okay, so after creating this document, you will see here your physical inventory number, and you can also use it for your physical inventory reference number. Okay, if any discrepancy here, so you can go for the reference also. Okay, so we have entered each and every data. Now I will press enter. So before entering the material here, go to the stock overview and check the material that belong to your this plant and this storage location. Okay, so I will do that. I will use MM60. You will list your material with respect to this plant and storage location. So this is my plant. Storage location option is not there, so you can select here material type or created by. See, I am entering here my user ID. So this is the list. These are the material which I have created for this plant. Okay, for this plant I have created this type of material. Okay, so now I will enter all these material, whether the stock is there for this material or no stock is there for this material. Okay, so I have checked the material. Now I will enter here physical inventory document. So basically, see, as you are able to see here with this screen, see this screen carefully. You have item from 1 to 15. Okay, but you can enter here thousands of material also if you have thousands of material. So how you will enter? See, whenever I will enter here the first material and press enter, so now it will start from the 2. Okay, now you have 16 material with the screen. Okay, so another thing that we can do as we enter the other material is So I have entered, for example, two material. Okay. So as I have entered two materials, so now your screen is showing 17. Okay. So see, as you enter the number with your screen, it will increase your number to enter. Okay. So as we have entered the material, now you can save it. So basically we have created my physical inventory domain through MI01. So also make a note of this. So if you want to make any changes into your list, some material is left out, or if you feel that you have entered some wrong material, so you have a change scope of change also. Now go to MI02 for your changes. So this is my document that we have created, and the fiscal year 2021. Go and check your material. Okay. So in this way you can make change here. Okay. So if you go here, see, if you want to delete anything, select and delete. Okay. Physical inventory history. If you go to this option, it will show you physical inventory history for this material. Okay. For this material, it is showing you not yet counted. What is the status of this material? It is entered but not yet counted. Okay. And if you go through this display material document, so it is showing no material document exists because you have not done the posting till now. Okay. So in this way you will make changes. And see, after entering your material, so for the display you will use this MI03. Okay, enter your document number and year. So you will have a list of your material. Okay. So now what you will do, you will see, export this all these material into the Excel, and now you will take a printout of this sheet, and with the printout of that sheet you will physically go to your location. Okay, that is your physical inventory location where you have to perform. So you will go to the location and you will count each and every material, whether it is exist, whether it is not exist. Okay. If its stock is 0 there, so at that time you will enter here 0 stock. Okay, but you will enter here something. Okay. So whatever quantity you have there as a physical stock with your location, so you will enter here. So after counting your stock, what you will do as a next process in the system, you will use this MI04 T code. Okay. With MI04 T code, you will enter here your inventory count, whatever count you have done. Also with this screen, it will enable you to enter your count date. Okay. Suppose your count date is 1 month back date. Okay. So you will enter here the date also. So now select this. So as I have entered these two materials, so now I will enter here the quantity. Which quantity I will enter here? That I have physically counted. Okay. So now check the stock for material. So for this material I have 798 stock. Okay. So say suppose, for example, there is a difference when I come physically with the store. So I found it, instead of 798, it is 800. Okay. So let's see what happens if we enter quantity like this, and check the stock for this material also. So it is showing 0 stock for this. Okay, no stock is there for this material. You will enter it with your count. You will enter here 0 stock. Okay. So for your this material you have entered 0 stock. Okay. And for this material you have entered here 800 quantity, and your book stock is 7. So it is showing you 790. Okay, but I have entered 800 quantity. Now save this. So it is saved. So now if you feel that you have entered something wrong, and you want to make changes into that, so use this D code MI05, okay, and make the changes with your count. Okay, you can change here the count that you have entered. So I am not making changes here. So see, I have finalized my document and I have done the counting part also. I have entered the count also. Now I will move to the posting of this physical inventory document with P code MI07. So enter this MI07. This is your document. Press enter. So it is showing you. See, now see this screen. Okay. It is showing you zero stock for this material, but for this material you are able to see standard difference quantity. So quantity difference is 2. Okay, so 2 quantity is more than the book stock. Okay, and value for this quantity difference quantity is this much. Okay, 600 this much. So whenever you perform this physical inventory process into your real-time scenario, so if this difference value, okay, is genuine amount, your company can manage with this difference, so it is not an issue. But if it is a huge difference, or if it is not justified difference, so at that situation you will have the audit also, and you will have the see, you have to give the reason why so huge difference is there. Okay, so make sure whenever you perform this physical inventory process with your real-time scenario. Okay, so as I am sure about this thing, okay, so now I will post this. I am posting the difference. Now it is showing me that your physical inventory document is posted, and this is my material document. Okay. So make a note of this also. So now check your physical inventory document. So we have done the physical inventory process. Now I will check my physical inventory document in the display. Okay, so this is my document. So now check the physical inventory history. Okay, so it will show you for this material, it is showing you status, counted and adjusted. Okay, so who has done the counted? EVMM2. It is posted by this user only. Okay, so it will update the user information also. Okay, and also it will show you the count date, the posting date, the last count date. Last count date will be your change. Okay, if you have done any changes, so it will also show you the change date also. Okay, and you have posted this inventory with this material document. Okay, and this is your quantity that you have entered. Okay, 800 quantity, and your book quantity is 798. So there is a difference of 2 quantity. For this 2 quantity, your value is this much. Okay, that you have posted. Now check this document, display material document. Go to this option here. Okay, now you will see here, system will automatically generate this moment type. Okay, so what is this moment type? 701. 70 means whenever you have excess quantity compared to your book quantity, so you will have that you are receiving something. Okay, so this moment type will be with respect to your GR process. Okay, so it will take it as a, I will show you 701. So it is showing you GR physical inventory process. Okay, it is like a GR in your physical inventory process into your warehouse. Okay, so all the movement type that you are able to see in the range of 700. Okay, it will be related to your physical inventory process. Okay, so what will happen if you entered less than this quantity? So it will show you the good issue process. Okay, good issue means you have withdraw that material. Okay, so it will show you another moment type that will be your, if you check with this list, it will show you which movement type you will have this 702. Okay, it will like your good issue process, means you have removed that stock. So system will automatically take this movement type with respect to your quantity difference. Okay, so as it is showing you the unit of entries to quantity you have entered as excess quantity. Okay, with this plant, this storage location, and your this GL account will hit during this GR process. Okay, so this is the information about your physical inventory document. Whenever you post it, you will see the accounting entries like this. Okay, and along with your movement type. And also, if you check for your another material, okay, suppose you have this material also, and if you check material document for this, so it will show you no material document because not yet counted. Actually we have not entered 0 for this. Okay, so see, whenever you have exact quantity for this, so it will not hit any GL account because it is already be there within some GL account. Okay, so it will not show you any extra GL account because see, another GL account will hit only in the say in the means in the case of whenever you have excess or you have the suppressed quantity. Okay, so this is the physical inventory process that you will see with your real time scenario. Okay, actually it's a very lengthy process in your real time scenario because you have to count each and every material physically. Either you have thousands of material, okay, but you have to physically count them, right? So is this process is clear to you? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, ma'am.
Everyone is there? Yes, Tanmay, Rohit, Nitin,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we have
Yes,
done
ma'am.
two topics today. Okay, one is your stock transfer, another one is your physical inventory process. Okay. So now practice for this. Also recording I will send you in the group. Okay,
Okay,
for
ma'am.
this lecture, right? So go for practice and see. With the other Sunday, we will see another thing like your subcontracting process and your. See, till now you have done the standard process. Standard means you have some requirement, you have procured it, and you have maintained the inventory. Now you have done the physical inventory also. But what will happen if you have a special scenario? Special scenario means, see, you will have some special procurement also. Like as a special procurement, you will learn here the subcontracting process, consignment process. So what are these process, how we will perform this, that we will see with the next class. Okay, is that clear to you?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
ma'am.
So any doubt, any question in today's class, you can ask.
And let us practice this first. Then after that, we'll.
Okay, sure. Okay, so now I am stop sharing my screen. Okay, so okay, go for practice. And I think Nitin is not there, so no issue, go for practice. And